Chosen one, September 8th will be your turning point. Get ready. This date is not just another point on the calendar. It is marked with meaning, charged with destiny, and vibrating with an energy that cannot be denied. September 8th is not coming quietly. It is arriving with a shift, a moment that divides your life into before and after. For so long you have been walking through preparation, through refining seasons, through long stretches of silence where nothing seemed to move. But September 8th has been written into your story as the moment where everything begins to change. The energy of alignment is converging on this day, and when it unfolds, you will know beyond doubt that you have stepped into a new dimension of your journey. Before we go deeper, watch this video until the very end, because every word carries energy meant to prepare your spirit for what is about to unfold. And in the comments, share your warmest wishes and write 144. Together we energize the universe with collective intention, releasing vibrations that make the miracle of this turning point even stronger. Wishes manifest faster when released into unity, and your voice adds to that power. September 8th is your day. Seal it with your energy. Now, chosen one, show your light by liking this video and subscribe to the channel. And let's step into this together. Chosen one, hear this clearly. Turning points do not come every day. They are rare, divinely orchestrated moments that arrive only when the season is right, when your spirit is ready, when the universe has aligned every piece perfectly. September 8th is one of those days. It is not random. It is not coincidence. It is destiny. Everything you have gone through until now has led to this hour. The setbacks were not accidents. The delays were not punishment. The silence was not abandonment. They were all preparing you for this very moment of shift. On this day, the weight of waiting will break, and the current of acceleration will begin. You will feel it in your spirit even before the day fully arrives. A sense of anticipation will build in you, like a quiet pulse that grows louder with each passing hour. You may not be able to explain it logically, but you will know something is different. This is because your soul already recognizes what is about to happen. Turning points always announce themselves in the atmosphere. They make your inner world restless, alert, aware. Do not dismiss these feelings. They are confirmation that destiny is close. September 8th will not look like every other day. It will carry a vibration that interrupts the ordinary. Things that once felt stuck will suddenly begin to move. Doors that seemed closed will begin to shift. Opportunities that felt far away will come closer. The alignment will be undeniable. And what makes a turning point powerful is not only that it changes circumstances, but that it changes you. After this day, you will not walk the same, speak the same, dream the same. A new boldness will rise in you. A new clarity will settle in you. A new strength will guide you. This date carries significance because it is not just about breakthrough, it is about direction. A turning point is the moment where the road bends, where the path changes, where your journey takes you into territory you have not walked before. It is the moment where destiny says, "This way, chosen one." You may have walked long seasons of waiting, but after September 8th, you will sense the new direction so strongly that hesitation will no longer have room. The way forward will open, and you will know it is time to move. This is why the universe took so much time to prepare you. Had this turning point come earlier, you might not have been ready to recognize it. You might have missed the significance or lacked the strength to embrace it fully. But now, You are seasoned, refined, sharpened by trials. You are no longer the same person who began this journey years ago. You are wiser, stronger, more resilient, and because of that, you are now ready for what September 8th is bringing. The turning point can only manifest when the vessel is prepared and you are prepared. Do not be surprised when everything begins to accelerate after this moment. Turning points are not subtle. They set off chain reactions. A single opportunity may open into many. A single connection may lead to networks that change your trajectory. A single yes may cancel out years of delay. This is the power of September 8th. It is not about small steps, but about a sudden bend in the road that takes you further, faster, and higher than you imagined. Chosen one, understand this. The turning point is not simply about receiving something, it is about becoming something. The miracle of September 8th is not just about what happens around you, but what awakens within you. The version of yourself that you are stepping into will carry a new authority, a new confidence, a new clarity. You will no longer question whether you are meant for this path. You will know it. You will feel it. And others will see it in you. There will also be confirmation. Others may suddenly begin to speak words to you that align with what you already felt inside. You may hear unexpected encouragement, receive surprising messages, or witness events that confirm what your spirit has known all along. These are not random signs. They are the universe echoing the truth that September 8th is your turning point. The alignment will be too clear to deny, too powerful to ignore. And when it happens, it will not only affect you, it will ripple outward. Turning points are never private. They may begin in you, but they spread to those connected to you. Your rise will inspire others to believe again, to hope again, to fight again. Your breakthrough will awaken breakthroughs around you. This is why the moment must be big, because it is not only for you, but for the countless lives your story will touch. September 8th will be remembered as the day when everything began to shift in your favor. It will be the proof that waiting seasons are not wasted, that delays are not denials, that chosen ones cannot be overlooked forever. It will stand as the moment where the tide turned, where momentum changed sides, where you moved from preparation into manifestation. And from that day forward, your life will never be the same again. The power of September 8th is not that it is simply another day, but that it is a divinely timed pivot, a moment that redefines the trajectory of your life. A turning point is not something you stumble upon accidentally. It is the culmination of years of unseen preparation, of countless battles fought in silence, of lessons carved into your spirit through trials. And when it arrives, it carries an energy that is impossible to ignore. That is what this day will be for you. A shift so sudden, so undeniable, that it will mark itself as the hour when everything began to accelerate. You may feel like nothing has been happening for so long, like the seasons have dragged endlessly with little to show. But that is the way turning points always appear. They come after the stillness, after the waiting, after the patience has been stretched thin. It is the long silence before the roar, the still night before the dawn, the quiet tension before the floodgates break open. September 8th is the breaking point, chosen one, and it will split open your story like a seed that cannot contain its life any longer. This day is about alignment. You may not see every piece moving right now, but behind the curtain of the visible, everything is converging. The people you are meant to meet are being positioned. The doors you are meant to walk through are being unlocked. The opportunities that belong to you are being polished and prepared. And all of it is waiting for the signal of this turning point. When September 8th arrives, alignment will meet opportunity, and the results will be undeniable. Do not be surprised when clarity comes suddenly. You may have carried questions for years. Why did that happen? Why did I have to lose that? Why did I wait so long? On this day, some of those answers will unfold. A turning point is not just about external change, it is also about internal revelation. Pieces of your journey will click into place, and you will begin to see how the pain you carried had purpose, how the waiting was protection, how the losses were preparation. September 8th will bring light into the dark corners of your story. This moment will not just bless you, it will expose you. You have been hidden, but the turning point always involves visibility. Suddenly, your presence will be felt in rooms you once could not enter. Your name will be spoken in conversations where it was never mentioned before. Your story will begin to travel, carried into places you never imagined. Turning points do not let you remain unseen. They push you into the light, where destiny demands you stand. And when that happens, you will notice how differently people respond. Some will celebrate, some will envy, some will simply watch in silence, unable to process how suddenly things changed for you. But understand this: their reactions do not matter. What matters is that destiny has arrived, and no opinion, no resistance, no doubt can alter it. Once the turning point begins, it is unstoppable. You do not need their approval. You only need to embrace the truth of the season you are stepping into. This is also a release. You have carried weights that you did not even realize were slowing you down. Old disappointments, lingering doubts, hidden fears. They have all been chains on your spirit. September 8th will shatter them. The energy of this day will not only open new doors, but also close old wounds. It will free you from cycles that tried to repeat themselves, from patterns that kept you circling the same struggles. A turning point is not just forward motion, it is also release from what no longer belongs to you. Chosen one, this is why you had to endure so much. Great turning points are preceded by great struggles. The depth of your hardship was not to break you. It was to refine you. Every tear you shed was watering the soil of this moment. Every rejection you faced was redirecting you toward this day. Every silence you endured was sharpening you for the visibility that is coming. Without those trials, you would not be ready. But because you endured, you are now aligned perfectly for what September 8th carries. Expect acceleration after this day. Momentum will shift in your favor, and things that once felt impossible will begin to flow effortlessly. You may receive calls, opportunities, or invitations that seem too perfectly timed to be coincidence. That is because they are not coincidence. They are the signs of the turning point unfolding. The pace of your life will change, and you will have to learn to walk with the speed of destiny. No longer waiting endlessly, no longer circling in delay. You will be moving with acceleration. And understand this: September 8th is not the conclusion. It is the beginning. It is the pivot, the bend in the road that takes you into an entirely new landscape. What lies beyond this day is bigger than what you have imagined. This is the seed moment, the ignition point, the spark that lights the fire. You will look back one day and say, "That was when it all began to change." That is the weight of this turning point. The closer September 8th draws near, the more you will feel the pull of destiny stirring within you. It will not feel like every other date you've circled on the calendar before. This one carries a weight, a vibration, a hum in the atmosphere that your spirit recognizes even if your mind cannot fully explain it. You will sense the anticipation in your bones, as if the entire universe is holding its breath, waiting for this moment to arrive. That is the mark of a true turning point. It is felt before it is seen. This day is about revelation. Hidden things will come into the light. You may discover truths about yourself that you had buried, strengths you did not know you possessed, or opportunities that were quietly waiting for the right hour. The energy of September 8th is like a spotlight. It shines into corners, uncovers what was hidden, and reveals what was always meant for you. Where confusion lived, clarity will suddenly stand. Where hesitation once lingered, boldness will take its place. Your perspective will change drastically. What you thought was the end will suddenly look like the beginning. What you once called a setback will now be seen as a setup. What you thought was loss will be revealed as protection. Turning points do not only shift the external world, they change the lens through which you see everything. On September 8th, your mind will expand, your vision will stretch, and you will understand why certain things had to happen the way they did. The pieces of your story will no longer look scattered. They will fit together into a design too precise to be denied. This moment is also about authority. When the turning point comes, it does not just bring blessing, it brings weight. Your words will carry more influence, your presence will command more attention, and your actions will leave deeper imprints. People will sense that something about you has shifted. Even those who cannot name it will feel it. They will look at you differently, hear you differently, respond to you differently. That is because the turning point is not simply about what happens around you. It is about who you become within it. Do not be surprised if new doors swing open in places you never expected. A turning point is never limited to familiar ground. It always extends into new territory. September 8th will position you in spaces that once felt out of reach. Invitations may come that shock you. Connections may form that you never imagined possible. The world you knew will begin to expand, and with it, your role within it. You will no longer fit into the confines of old patterns, old rooms, old limitations. The turning point forces you into expansion. This day will also separate what belongs to you from what does not. Some people, places, or habits will fall away naturally. Do not resist this. A turning point requires release. If you cling to what was, you will hinder what is coming. Allow the shedding to happen, because it is only making room for the greater that is aligned with your future. When certain things fall away after September 8th, it is not loss, it is clearing. It is destiny creating space for what could not enter your life before. The acceleration after this day will be undeniable. What once took years may take weeks. What once felt delayed will suddenly leap forward. The path that once seemed blocked will clear before your eyes. Momentum is the hallmark of a turning point. It does not just change direction, it changes speed. You will feel the wind of destiny behind you, pushing you forward with strength you cannot muster on your own. The flow will carry you, and all you must do is move with it. Chosen one, September 8th is the moment you have been prepared for. It is not just another step in the journey. It is the bend in the road that redefines the destination. After this day, nothing will look the same. Nothing will feel the same. Nothing will remain the same. Your past will no longer weigh you down because your future will be too compelling to ignore. You will not walk backward. You will not return to what was. You will press forward, pulled by the gravity of destiny itself. And when you look back on this day in the future, you will remember it as the moment when the tide turned. When silence gave way to sound, when waiting gave way to movement, when obscurity gave way to visibility. September 8th will not fade into memory. It will stand as a marker, a testimony, a beacon in your story. The turning point is not ahead of you. It is here, it is now, and it is waiting for you to embrace it fully. The energy of September 8th will not only shift what you see, it will shift how you move. You will wake up with a different sense of awareness, as if something inside you has switched on, something you cannot switch off again. That is the nature of a turning point. It awakens you permanently. You can no longer pretend not to see, no longer act as though you are ordinary, no longer carry yourself as though destiny is far away. Once the shift happens, you embody it. It becomes part of you, woven into your very being. This day will serve as confirmation of every whisper you have heard in your quiet moments. All the times you sensed that something bigger was waiting. All the times you felt a pull toward greater things. All the times you resisted giving up because something deep inside told you there was more. September 8th is the day that confirms you were not wrong. The universe did not lie to you. Your spirit did not deceive you. You were feeling the truth of this turning point long before it arrived. What makes this day powerful is its suddenness. A turning point does not announce itself with fanfare. It strikes like lightning, changing the landscape in an instant. In one moment, things look the same, and in the next, they are completely different. That is why you must remain alert, chosen one. Do not assume that what begins as ordinary will remain ordinary. The miracle often hides inside the routine, waiting for the perfect second to reveal itself. On September 8th, prepare yourself for the suddenness of destiny. It will not wait. It will not hesitate. It will not delay. This moment is also about justice. Many seasons may have left you feeling as though the scales were unbalanced, as though effort went unrewarded, as though faith went unanswered. But a turning point always carries justice with it. It repays what was lost. It redeems what was wasted. It restores what was broken. September 8th will not just move you forward. It will restore the balance of your story. You will see the universe answer back for every tear, every sacrifice, every silent endurance. The balance will tip in your favor, and it will be undeniable. Do not be surprised when you feel a surge of boldness rising in you after this day. Turning points unlock courage because they confirm that the waiting was worth it. Suddenly, you will find yourself making decisions you once feared to make. You will take steps you once hesitated to take. You will speak words you once held back. This is because the turning point infuses you with a sense of certainty that cannot be shaken. Once you see the shift, you will no longer wonder if you are meant for greatness. You will know, and the world around you will respond. Opportunities will begin to chase you. Connections will be drawn to you. Resources will align themselves with your path. What once required you to push, now will begin to pull you forward. A true turning point does not leave you struggling to make things happen. It causes things to happen around you, for you, through you. You will notice the difference in the ease with which doors open, in the flow of conversations, in the readiness of opportunities. This is the mark of alignment. Life itself begins to conspire in your favor. This day also marks the shedding of old skins. You cannot carry into your turning point the same doubts, the same fears, the same self-limiting beliefs that clung to you in the past. September 8th will peel those away, sometimes gently, sometimes abruptly, but always with purpose. You may notice that certain relationships, habits, or patterns suddenly feel out of place. That is because they no longer match your frequency. Do not resist the shedding. It is proof that you are being elevated. To rise, you must release, and this turning point ensures that only what is aligned will remain attached to you. Chosen one, September 8th is more than a date. It is a declaration. It announces to the world that you cannot be hidden anymore, that you cannot be delayed anymore, that you cannot be diminished anymore. The path ahead of you will stretch wider, brighter, clearer than it ever has before. You will see options you never imagined, possibilities you never considered, and opportunities you never thought could belong to you. That is the gift of a turning point. It rewrites what you thought was possible. And beyond the external changes, the deepest miracle will be what happens within you. A new fire will ignite. A deeper peace will settle. A stronger resilience will root itself in your core. The outside world may marvel at what shifts around you, but you will know the true treasure is what has awakened inside you. The turning point changes your environment, but more importantly, it transforms your identity. After September 8th, you will never see yourself the same way again. This day will become a landmark in your memory, one you will return to again and again as the moment everything shifted. You will speak of it as the day clarity came, the day momentum began, the day destiny unfolded. And others will look at your life and see it as proof that alignment has its hour, that patience pays off, that chosen ones are never abandoned. September 8th will be remembered not only by you, but by those who witness the undeniable evidence of your rise. The turning point of September 8th is not just about a moment, it is about momentum. Once the shift begins, it will not stop. The energy released on this day will continue to ripple forward, carrying you further than you could have imagined. You will notice how the pace of your life begins to change. What once moved slowly will now unfold with speed. What once resisted you will now flow in your favor. What once felt like endless waiting will transform into rapid acceleration. This is the signature of destiny when it is unleashed. It does not creep forward, it surges. This is the day when your story begins to echo louder than ever before. People who once overlooked you will start to take notice. Conversations about your name will begin in rooms you have never stepped into. The weight of your journey, the perseverance you showed in silence, will now be recognized openly. That is what a turning point does. It takes the unseen and makes it visible. It shines light on what was once hidden and ensures that your impact cannot be ignored. The miracle of September 8th is also tied to restoration. Things you thought were lost forever will begin to return in unexpected forms. Time you thought was wasted will be redeemed. Opportunities you believed had passed will reappear, but in better, more aligned ways. The turning point redeems what seemed wasted and multiplies it. You will look at certain parts of your story and realize they were never losses at all. They were investments, waiting for this precise moment to bear fruit. Your spirit will feel lighter after this day. The heaviness of delay, the weight of unanswered questions, the burden of walking through long seasons without clarity, all of it will begin to lift. Turning points not only change what is ahead, they release what has been behind. You will no longer feel tied to cycles that drained you. Instead, you will feel an openness, a freedom, a new space to breathe, to dream, to create, to expand. The atmosphere around you will feel different because you will be different within it. And with that freedom comes a deeper level of responsibility. Turning points are not simply about receiving blessings, they are about stepping into purpose. What you gain on September 8th is not just for you. It is for the lives you will touch, the paths you will clear for others, the hope you will ignite in those who see your story. Your turning point is a beacon, not a trophy. It is not just evidence of what has shifted in your life. It is a signal to others that their time is also coming, that waiting is not wasted, that destiny never fails. You may find yourself walking with a new authority after this moment. Not authority in the sense of control, but authority in the sense of presence. People will listen differently when you speak. They will respond differently when you move. Even your silence will carry weight. This is because the turning point elevates you. It places you in a higher frequency, one where your impact stretches further than your words, where your energy reaches places your feet have not yet walked. Do not be alarmed when certain people or circumstances naturally fall away after this day. A turning point always requires separation. The path you are stepping into is too expansive to carry unnecessary weight. What leaves you is not loss, it is release. What remains is what is truly aligned. And what enters after September 8th will be so perfectly positioned that you will marvel at how everything seems orchestrated. This is not coincidence, it is destiny aligning itself to your readiness. The shift will also awaken dreams you once buried, visions you pushed aside, goals you silenced, desires you thought were impossible. They will begin to resurface, not as fantasies but as possibilities. The turning point breathes life back into what you thought was gone. It awakens what was dormant. It reignites what was fading. It gives you the courage to dream bigger than you have before. On September 8th, chosen one, your imagination itself will be renewed, because now you will believe without hesitation that all things are possible. And as you step into this moment, you will realize something profound. You were never waiting for the turning point. It was waiting for you. Waiting for you to be strong enough, wise enough, resilient enough, ready enough to carry what it brings. And now, you are ready. That is why it comes now. That is why September 8th has been marked as your day. Because you have endured, because you have grown, because you have refused to give up. You are prepared for the weight of this shift. Chosen one, this date is not just a point in time. It is a portal. Once you step through it, there is no going back to the old ways, the old patterns, the old doubts. Your turning point is irreversible. It will stand as the moment that changed everything. And when you look back, you will see September 8th not only as a calendar date, but as a destiny marker, the day you crossed into the life that was always meant for you. The truth of September 8th is this: it will not just be a day you live through, it will be a day that lives in you forever. Turning points are not measured by the clock, they are measured by impact. When the energy of this moment unfolds, it will be etched into your spirit, carved into your memory, and carried into every season that follows. You will always remember where you were, how you felt, and how everything suddenly shifted in your favor. This is the kind of moment that silences doubt. For so long, you may have carried questions. When will it happen? Why is it taking so long? Why me? Those questions will no longer hold the same power over you. The miracle of September 8th will not only bring answers, it will make the questions irrelevant. Because once the turning point arrives, you will no longer need explanations. You will have evidence. You will see for yourself that destiny has been guiding you all along, even through the storms. even through the silence. And from that day forward, you will walk with the unshakable knowing that your life has forever turned toward greatness.